Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South Texas. Today we're going to make some bread bowls. So the cook decided we needed bread bowls tonight. I think the plan is for clam chowder. So I'm going to make some up. I'm using the same recipe that I use for baguettes and for French bread. So it should be a real crusty shell and soft in the center. So let's get started on that. So the first thing you need to do is make a poolish, and this is made the night before. So it's 132 grams of bread flour, and 132 grams of water, and a half a teaspoon of yeast. Now we stir that up and cover it and let it set overnight. And it really seems like a lot of trouble, but it doesn't take very long, and it adds a lot of flavor to the bread. So we'll cover that, let it set overnight, and we'll use it in the morning. So here's the poolish we made last night. Now we're going to add some ingredients to it. First we add 168 grams of water. And then we're going to mix that up real well. So this poolish is real sticky, almost like Jell-O in the morning. Mix in the water, try to break it up a little bit. And then we're going to add 293 grams of flour, but before I do that I want to mix in another half teaspoon of yeast. So this gets mixed in. And we just want to get the flour incorporated into the liquids here. Then we're going to cover that and let it set for 20 minutes. Well, it's been 20 minutes. So now we're going to work with it just a little bit. I got a bowl of water here off camera. I'm just getting my fingers wet so the dough doesn't stick to it. And you just kind of pick it up and turn it over on itself. Stretch it a little bit. Put it back in, cover it up, and we do that same thing 4 times. And right now it doesn't look like very much of a dough, but by the time we get done it will look pretty good. So we'll see you after we have completed that operation 4 times. Okay, this is the 4th time for this stretch and fold. The dough is looking pretty good. And now we just let it set and let it rise for 1 hour. Okay, so it's been an hour and the dough has risen. Now we're going to form it into our bread bowls. Well, we're going to pre-form it anyway. Still kind of sticky. Okay, I want 4 bread bowls, so I want to cut this into 4 even pieces. And you can weigh this if you want them real even, but it's not that important. To me. Okay, so it's kind of try to do a little bit of a pre-form on them a little bit. There's one. Two. Three, and here's number 4. Then we're going to cover those with plastic wrap. And let them set for 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes, so let's do the final forming on these. And just going to try to get the skin of the dough on top a little bit smoother. Pinch it together real well on the bottom. And we're going to put them on our baking dish. And then let them rise for an hour before we put them in the oven. Well, the bread bowls have risen and the oven is hot. It's time to get them in the oven, but first we're going to slice an X on the top of each bowl. To dip that razor blade in a little bit of water. I think this sort of helps them rise in the oven in the direction that you want. So I'm going to put an X on each one, and then I'm going to brush them with a little bit of water, and then I will be putting them in the oven. Okay, here we go. Let's get these in the oven. Now I have a heavy pan in the oven that I'm going to put in about a cup of water to create steam. And that's it. We'll take them out in about 30 minutes. Okay, let's take this bread out of the oven. And there it is. It looks pretty good. Can you hear it crackling? Well, we really enjoyed those bread bowls with clam chowder soup last night. They worked out great. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or any other comments. And we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Thanks for watching.